Answer. Because you are that, you are capable. You are gifted and you are so unique. All of the things that you may hate about yourself are your strengths. It's okay to be soft. It's okay to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just be you. The world awaits to receive you.
Let's go. Hey, I'm back. You know I got no behavior. Today is gonna be a little saucy, so I had to start with that. Hold up. Bitch, I'm back. I'm popular the Speaking of Beyonce, just to get started, today we're going to be talking about celebrity news. You know how we do. We're going to get it with a little spin, uncensored, and enlightenment at the same time. So we got celebrity news topics, government exposed. Y'all know I'm always coming with something that you didn't know or you didn't know that was going on. So we got some things going on with the government being exposed. We already talked about the cocoa in the White House, so we may not address that today. We already addressed that on Nurses to Nurses News Network, and that's a problem, okay? Health issue, but moving forward, the last segment, excuse me, y'all, I'm trying to get myself together. My chair be stuck to the floor. The last segment is the real definition of Black people. So we're gonna evaluate what they think, what they persuade. Actually, how can I say they? It's not they, because it's us out there acting like a damn fool. But what's out there portrayed as our social norm and how we really think, okay? So we're going to get to that today. I hope you guys are having a great, great Sunday. You're here with Grace Levi early. I'm doing all my lives early. I'm taking over daytime. I'm taking over daytime, okay? I said it. Now, the first one we're going to, oh my God, should we start with this? I'm not even going to start with controversy. When we stop, we're going to leave that controversy towards the end because I talk about what goes on with our kids and allegedly pedophilia. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to show that actually on YouTube. Sometimes we got to leave YouTube a little early because the stuff we share, but we may not have to do that today. Okay. Rumble, hey, how are you? Thank you for being with us. Thank you for joining the page. I see you, I hear you, and I appreciate you, Rumble. Let's go. Now, the first thing we're going to share is this is going to go down here is celebrity news. We're getting into Beyonce. Now, why are we talking about Beyonce? Because I think people have more power than they even know. Y'all know we were talking about Tasha K. I think Tasha K got some power that they giving her power. Allegedly, um, yeah, Beyonce has canceled her actual tour. Now, this is shortly after I noticed, and a lot of people noticed, Tasha K talked about Blue Ivy in the way she moved. Now, I noticed that. I was like, wow, she's a little stiff. But I guess it was a mother and daughter thing. So I thought it was for one show, but I didn't know it was for the whole show, those type of things. So let's get into what's going on with Miss Beyonce and allegedly why she canceled the tour. And also, kind of, I want to know this ain't gonna tell it, but allegedly Tasha K said Miss Knowles, her mama, has friended her. So she said, "Girl, I got my eye on you. Go ahead and mess with my baby or my granddaughter, and I'm gonna do the hoodoo that I know." Tasha K, you better get up when you deal with that one right there, because she dealing with some strong deities, allegedly. And I'm just telling you this from a spiritual perspective and what they have said. Okay, so let's get to it. Beyonce fans hoping to catch a Pittsburgh Renaissance World Tour stop may have to make other arrangements. On Wednesday, July 6th, the concert revenue in Pittsburgh announced that the chart topping singer, I sorry, chart. Oh, what's wrong with me? Chart topping singer will no longer perform on the scheduled dates. Queen Bey was initially billed to headline a concert on August the 3rd. Okay, so she had a few lined up allegedly. The statement cited production logistics and scheduling issues as the reason being behind the cancellation, informed buyers that refunds will be automatically be issued at the point of purchase. Okay. So despite the announcement, the mayor has hope the recorder breaking tour can still stop in the still city. She ain't coming. She ain't coming. She is mad. I think she mad at Tasha K. Tasha, you got a lot of power. You don't even know it. But that is crazy. That's crazy for someone to say something and you literally just stop your tour. Now I'm not saying it was her, but it is a little bit close. Okay, guys? This is a little bit weird. You had this already set up, babe. Babe. You had it set up. Now I ain't gonna dig it in the hole because I don't want Miss Nose to come after me. Even if you do, Miss Young Lady, I'll fight you in the spiritual world because I ain't scared. I'm Grace Levi. I hope y'all know what we deal with over here. We fighting demons too as well. Demon slayers and telling the truth. Rebuke them demons. Let me move forward real quick because I don't want to stay on Beyonce because I do use that little part. You know that part. Bitch out there. Yeah, I like that. Go ahead, B. Go ahead. Just loosen up a little bit, Boo Ivy. Now that just show maybe she don't let her move like that. Okay, I'm gonna just have to talk from a mother perspective too, because my daughter was a little bit stiff, and I'm like, Dad, she thicker than a snicker. Why she so stiff? But it's because I did not let her bend down and do all the Caribbean dance that I was taught as a little girl. So she's very modest. Now I know she does some of that stuff when she's not around me. She got a little bit more, looser with the waist, but she's about 18 years old. So at the age of Blue Ivy, would I have my daughter up there going like this, going like that? No. So the modest way she moved or the stiff way she moved was accepted to me, but I don't think that she should be on all the tours. Okay. Not right now. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. See, I know how to say good stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I gotta do it. Shout out to my hood chicks. Shout out to my hood chicks, which I know about that. Shakari, who's talking about my boo but me? Who's talking about my boo but me? Actually, my boo done ripped off her wig, done broke her own record. She said, baby, I'm not about to play. I'm coming here to slay. Y'all better stop playing with this girl. Stop playing with Shakari Richards. So let me just give y'all an update on the young queen, because we got to give respect to the ones who's doing it and the one that's holding it down in the limelight too, okay? She's holding who she is down in the limelight. She's not changing. I don't see her changing yet. So go ahead, Shakari. Give me your project chick. Okay, y'all, sorry. Shakari Richard tossed wig before winning Friday's race at the U.S. track competition. Go girls. We're going to put them African braids in. We don't care. We don't need them perfect. We're going to have really look good. It look good today. Okay. Shakari Richards put on a show for the crowd at this year's U.S. track and field competition before her race even started. As Richards' name was being called for the 100-meter race, she took off her bright orange wig and tossed it out. She said, I'm not about to play with y'all. Wow. Richard then unrevealed her long braids, much to the delight of the crowd. Then just a few moments later, Richard won the women's 100-meter race with an impressive time of 10.832. And I think this is the one that she broke her record. So let me show you what the project chick. She's not from the project, but she's a hood rat. No, she's not. Let me stop. I say that because I'm from the hood. You see me, I'm getting down, okay? So when I say these jokes, they're jokes. I really honor this young lady. I respect her because she's from where I'm from. I have been judged just like her, said that I couldn't be this and I couldn't be that, okay, Shakari? So you already know. We know how to talk to stuff, but we stick together over here. So let me show you what she had did.
Taking trials in Kingston with 10.65. Good. Oh, wow. Well, look out. She means business.
Go ahead, beautiful. And then she shine. You see how beautiful she looks with her wig? Take off the wig. That's what I'm talking about. Show the black women how beautiful you are without that. Let's move forward, okay? I just wanted to share that with y'all with Shakari. That's my booski. Now, this has been the topic of the week, okay? And I hope it stopped trending because it's really annoying. This is Miss Kiki. Miss Kiki. I'm gonna have to talk to you. I'm gonna have to talk to you just like I talked to Miss. I hope y'all can hear me because I ain't had the mic in front of my face. Oh shit. Anyway, I had to talk to you just like I had to talk to Miss Trishan. Get your life together. Get it together. So I'm gonna first show you a post that was put up by Lovely T. It's not the first time I saw it, but I did like the highlights that she put up, and I'm gonna go into another article that they talked about this. Here we go. So we have two people who chime in. I should have left this for the last because this is actually what's supposed to happen. Let me take this off the screen first. Let me just take this off the screen first because this was supposed to happen. But though we got people who want to see black women single, and then you got Miss Young and Dumb that think it's okay. And it's not okay for you to be acting like this. Now, first and foremost, you just had a baby. You just had a baby. Have some modesty. Your son don't want your booty cheeks out. I'ma just say this. I never was really into Daisy Dukes and things like that, but especially when I had my kids. Maybe women are stronger than me. I don't know what it is, but I will not be pushing my kid down the stroller, down the street with some Daisy Dukes. That's just not what I do. I'm not judging you, but it ain't what it is. Now, besides the Daisy Dukes, would you be pushing your kid down the street with your butt out? Okay. The same modesty that you have when you're not with your kids, the same modesty you're supposed to have when you're with your kid, because it's going to reflect on them regardless. It's called energy that you put out. Okay. First and foremost. Okay. So you got to respect yourself. Secondly, because I ain't even getting into the article, because I'm about to just get on it, because we know what's been going on, and I'm disappointed in you, Miss Kiki. Okay, but I'm really not surprised because I'm gonna tell the audience a story that I heard about you, and this is allegedly, y'all. And mind you, I was a nurse when I heard this story on a nursing unit. Okay, so what I'm saying to Miss Kiki, you got a young guy, and he may not be at your star status, but obviously he loves you wholeheartedly when you take that makeup off. Remember when you take that makeup off, what it really is. I love you, Kiki, but we gonna keep it real, okay? So tone down, and accept the love that it is. Okay. Now, for what I'm seeing from this young man, okay, from what they saying, I brought an article up, but I probably don't even read it because y'all know what's going on. What I'm seeing from this young man is that he may live under the cloak of modesty. And he thought when he met Miss Kiki, if you watch their posts and things like that, I don't watch it a lot, but she seemed like a more modest, her glasses, she talked about her makeup, dealing with low self-esteem and all stuff like that. Just showing your ass is not saying you got high self-esteem. Showing your ass is showing you got low self-esteem to me, allegedly. But I have a whole crowd of people that disagree with that because guess what? I'm corny. And remember, you want an uncensored enlightenment talk? Excuse me. Clear my throat before I say this. You want an uncensored enlightenment talk? So here you're going to be enlightened, or you're going to be judged, or you're going to be both. Either way, you're going to learn something, you're going to feel something, you're going to remember what Grace Levi had said. Well, I had said. Okay. Now, what I'm saying to you is, Miss Kiki, coming from around here in Atlanta, you came from over here with the trash. It's been trash. It's trash guys. It's bisexual guys. It's people trying to take your money. It's people just trying to have you hemped up, pregnant, all types of stuff. Now, it happened all over, but you know where you from. I'm out here and I watch it. It ain't much, pick it a little. Okay. So you end up doing what you do and you get a guy. Now, I'm not saying that he's perfect. Okay. And I'm talking from a single woman perspective. That's how bad it is. I think I know more than the women who are in a relationship at this damn point. Okay. From a single woman perspective, I see this young man thought that you was modest. And once you started getting a little up, feeling yourself, got your baby all cute, now you want to be out doing this. Now, okay, personally, the dress wasn't too bad. But if you're dealing with someone and you know this man, you have a baby by him, I think he was going to feel away. Okay? Now I'm talking from a perspective because I know my son too. I always talk about my son because my son got a good heart. And he like modest women. And coming from his perspective, he gets it from me. He like, well, my mama modest, so I like modest women that work hard and this, that, and third. He would be very upset with his girlfriend. I asked him, he said, yeah, it would have been a problem. He said, we would have really talked about it. I would have been on, there'd been hours of talking and weeks of issues, probably of just us going back and forth about it until we met on common ground, but I would not have went online. Okay, so that was the young man's downfall. And that's what I think a lot of our young men, not only black, but many young men are really emotionally unintelligent that we talked about, that Dr. Umar talked about, acting like the women. And then you gonna come put your business out there instead of you just riding her like a donkey at home, like, man, this ain't right, and just doing your thing. Now you got the whole damn internet, toxic ass internet, all in your relationship, bigging this young lady up to act like a damn fool. You're acting like a fool, Kiki. I saw the video. God, I'm sorry. Jesus, I won't be cursing that much. I saw the video. You started dancing with your sweatpants. You looked stupid. Excuse me. It was unnecessary. You set up your whole camera. You set up everything perfect to do that for what? To tell a young boy that you got options? Well, did you have options before? Did you have options before? I'm just going to tell you, nigga. I'm going to tell you, Kiki. Get it together. Okay? Okay? Now, this next story that I'm going to tell you before I get into the no. Let me get into this, and then I'm going to tell you the alleged story that I know about Miss Keke Palmer that was told to me by a young lady who has nothing to do with the industry. She came in just like, guess what happened? I was like, what? She was like, guess what, Lashley? And I was the only one she could talk to because I was the, hoodest one. I was the hoodest one, coolest nurse. So she told me the story. It happened in Atlanta, and it involves, I think it's either between Offset or Takeoff. I'm thinking it was Offset because she kept saying Offset, and I didn't know who Offset was. Allegedly, the story I'm about to tell you. So let's get into here a little bit of this story before I go to spread some gossip that y'all never heard before. Allegedly, and I had a young lady. She my Facebook friend now, and I know Miss Melissa will probably tell the story again because Miss Melissa, she don't care. She just talk. And she a little bit bipolar. She just talk. She just tell everybody her business. So when it happened, she told me. I was like, wow. Okay, so the internet has been criticizing Keke Palmer boyfriend Darius Jackson after he publicly shamed an outfit she wore to the Usher concert. But Palmer has been praised by fans for her unbothered response. You're bothered because your ass was up there dancing and you got your baby up there singing, oh, he's the world's greatest baby. Girl, shut up. Motherhood gets old. I'm sorry. I'm a mother of a 20-year-old and an 18. Baby, been there, done that. I wouldn't be doing that shit, though, okay? I'm talking from all those perspectives. Get it together. Got that boy up there looking crazy. You singing to that baby for no reason. Say that for your house, okay? So after Twitter account R&B Raider posted a video of Usher serenading Nope star as she wore a black bodysuit under her sheer polka dot dress. Jackson, who shares a baby with, the quote tweeted, writing, then what is wrong with me today? It's the outfit though. You a mom. Let's just highlight that. The tweet that the young man said that she shared a baby with. That's what they're trying to say. She shares a baby with, instead of saying that's her boyfriend or someone that she's in a relationship with, because I think she is. They're already separating them. Okay, they're causing this type of rift in their relationship, and Keke can't even see it just by the dumb shit that they put in. So okay, it says we live in a generation where a man of a family doesn't want, and this is his quote, and this is where I respect him. Okay, we live in a generation where a man of a family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to show booty cheeks to please others. And he gets told how much of a hater he is. Jackson said in an attempt to defend his earlier comment, this is my family and my reputation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case. Okay. And that was everything I had said from the beginning. I can tell before he even said that he has morals and values. The person that Miss Palmer actually presented herself to, she's not behaving like that today. I'm not saying that Miss Palmer is not the young lady with morals and values, because she is, but maybe you're going through some postpartum and you're trying to get more attention. Just woosah. Okay, now I'm gonna just kind of go to the left with this because this is the story, and I'm gonna share it. I don't know if it's gonna ever get to her. I hope it ain't the truth, but basically, allegedly, it was a couple of years ago. I was working at a hospital. It was in Riverdale. It's in Riverdale, Georgia. There's only one hospital out there, okay? Night shift. And it was a young lady. Her name is Miss Melissa. Okay. She used to do Uber driving to make extra money. She was like the receptionist of the facility overnight. They was short on her, all type of stuff. So she used to talk to me a lot because I was the only one that would take her seriously, talk to her, just to make sure that she good, because she used to be stressed out, like people just not being there for. So she came in one day. She was like, now mind you, she's Caucasian. I don't think she's big on rap, none of that. She deals with like stones and crystals. That's how me and her used to talk about vibrations and things like that. That's how me and her connect. Okay. So she's not a hip hop nothing. She said allegedly she picked up Miss Palmer in the Uber, and Miss Palmer was having issues with, allegedly, I believe, allegedly, I don't remember if it was Offset or Takeoff, going to their house because he had another girl there and she wanted to come and he didn't want her to come. And allegedly, she didn't have money and he was supposed to pay for it. And she said when she was calling, he wasn't picking up. And what ended up happening is that she said she didn't get paid that night because when she went to drop her off, she was so concerned about the story because Miss Palmer allegedly was telling her all her business about her life, about how stressed out she is, about how this guy trying to do her dirty, how she's trying to get her career off the ground, allegedly. Okay. And the young lady who I worked with said, "Well, I'm gonna wait for you because I don't know. You tell me this crazy story, y'all may get into something or whatever." So basically, I think she went try to get to the person, is either Offset or Takeoff, one of them. Okay. And he wouldn't answer his phone, wouldn't open the door because he had, I guess, somebody else did. And then she came back, and my friend, well, not my coworker, took her back to where she was staying in Atlanta. Okay. She also said something about her clothes. She was coming from the airport. It was something about clothes, airport. It was a bunch of stuff that was going on. Make a long story short, she said my coworker said she felt bad for her because she was like the guy was taking advantage of her, like really treating her like she's stupid. And she was like, "I'm not dumb. I know what's going on. Da da da. Rah rah rah." Okay. So this is the same mindset that she's coming from right now, allegedly. And I think that's very immature, naive to a certain extent, and still need guidance. You need guidance, Miss Kiki, because you should not be tearing up your relationship like this. Okay. The extra video, I'm not even going to show it, was annoying. Okay. You just take a whole glass, shut the hell up, breastfeed your baby, love them up, fix the relationship and keep it moving. Because last note, I'm going to say all these people hyping your ass up when you're single just like me. See, I'm single and I don't even do that shit. I know not to do that shit. I'm single because God's scared of me because I don't play that shit. But it's okay. But I just went to the left. What I'm saying is, if you want to be single just like me, keep the bullshit up. Okay? You're going to be in your bed and Grace Levi going to be there in spirit like, "Girl, I told you so." You're going to be crying with the baby. And he going to be like, "I don't want that shit. I don't want nothing to do with you." Okay? Just know, just by the way he's responding, he may get some deals or something. He may get a company that likes what he said and who he is. Don't think that this is going to help you get 5 minutes of fame. Okay? Something you need to think about. Okay? You want to keep your man, black woman. I'm just trying to teach you how to keep your man. I know I ain't got one, but I don't give a damn. I know about black love, and I love black love. I just don't play that shit. I don't have time for none of this. I don't have time for none of this. I'm like, "Baby, you're talking too much." Oh my God, he's talking too much. It's too much emotions. I love you though. Gotta go. I'm a Sag. I probably was. I'm telling you, that's the testosterone that come up. I probably was a man in my other lifetime. I got some shit to take out of my, Anyway, let's move forward. Look, I got another celebrity topic to move on to. I bet y'all didn't know about this. Did you know that some celebrities are part of cults? Did you know? I'm going to say it again. Do you know that some celebrities are part of cults? Hit the like button if you know. Okay. Now we got cult a member and Smallville actress Miss Allison Mack released earlier from prison, July the 5th. She got released early from prison And allegedly, what was going on with her is that she was luring women into this type of cult that had to do with allegedly Scientology. Okay. Now, let me get myself on the screen so you can see my pretty face. Okay. Now, former Smallville actress Allison Mack has been released from prison ahead of schedule after serving 3 years for her role in the NXIVM cult. Okay. Actress Allison Mack, known for her role in the TV series Smallville, has been released from prison ahead of schedule after serving 3 years for her involvement in the sex trafficking cult. Okay. Federal prison records confirm her early release, which occurred on Monday. Mac 40 pleaded guilty in look, this happened when the COVID was hitting. That's why nobody paid attention. 2019 to charges of manipulating women into becoming sex slave for Keith Rand, a leader of the NXIVM. She cooperated with the federal authorities in the case against Rannon, who is currently serving 120 years prison sentence for sex trafficking. Why he got so much time and she only got a little bit? What did he do to the women that he got so much and she just got 4? Mack, who began her prison term at the Federal Correction Institution in Dublin, California in September 2021. She didn't go into 2021. Oh my God, that's privilege. Spent less than 2 years at the low security woman prison. Do you see that? The facility gained attention for housing other high profile figures, including actress Lori Lohan and Miss Huffman during a college admissions scandal. During her time in court, Mack expressed remorse and guilt for her activities within the cult, where women were brainwashed. I'm doing a that's a Dr. Umar. Brainwash, so y'all can hear it. They were branded, and coerced into engaging in acts with Rannon. Other members of the group included Charlie Bondman. Is an heir to the Sigma Liquid fortune. I don't know who those people are, but they must be rich people, and the daughter of TV star Catherine Oxenberg. I don't know these people. They're probably Caucasian. I don't know everybody by name. So Mac's acting career took off while her role she played in Smallville, as in the movie Smallville that dealt with Superman. So this is the lady who we talking about. Okay, so let's get down to the investigation. In 2017, an investigation into the NXIVM was underway. Mack and Rannon fled to Mexico in an attempt to reestablish the group. However, Rannon was arrested in Puerto Rico and extradited to the United States in 2018. She tried to flee and everything, and she only got 2 years. She only did 2 years, okay, for ex trafficking. And as we said, brainwash, branding, coercion, big star. Okay. So, okay, let's get to the end because I'm a little disgusted. At the end of the day, you guys need to know this is what's going on. So when people like me, the tin hat has got a hat on, and we be like, trafficking is real. They've been taking the kids. The meter drone is real, allegedly. And then we talk about blood boys, where they're trying to extract blood from younger people, and that's not a lie, and that's not allegedly. We already showed you this. Maybe not on YouTube because YouTube got whatever going on, but we have showed you this on Rumble, BitChute, and Facebook, where that big techie guy is exchanging his son's blood, and putting it into him for a youth serum. You know that ain't a lie. Okay, so these people are doing these type of things. Okay, tin hat is on. So just know she's out. Protect your kids, protect your girls, protect your kids, protect your girls. I will keep saying it. I don't care. Call me, I'm your mammy today, because we're going to talk about a little bit of the ex trafficking. We're going to talk about it at the end. I think I'm going to have to only save that for Rumble. All right, now let's get into another local celebrity. Y'all don't know him, but actually, what we about to do now? Hold on. Before we get into a local celebrity, let's get into this. We're going to go into our next segment, okay? It's government exposed, because I think that's all I had to talk about today. We just had Beyonce, Kiki, and the lady from Smallville who got out on X trafficking. That was my 3 celebrities today. But we're going to get into government exposed, okay? Let's see how long we've been on right now. We've been on for 28 minutes. Before we go to our next segment, we're going to do a little commercial break.
Would you like to learn a brand new and innovative way to invest your extra money that has a low barrier to entry and low competition? What if I told you that it is a guaranteed method to get up to 18 to 20% return on your investment? Tax lien and deed purchasing is the only way to get into the real estate market through the back door. No credit and no loans needed. This method isn't commonly taught, and therefore the competition is very low, for now. Put together a 14-hour info-packed course which will teach you everything you'll need to know to get started. Learn at your own pace, step-by-step guided video and aids to start you on the TLC deed investment process. The course offers many learning tools for new investors, helping ensure you safely invest in tax liens and deeds. Contact us today and join the buyback team.
All right, let's go. We're about to get into government exposed. This is something that we need to pay attention to. Now, this judge has gotten in trouble for wanting to be a local celebrity. And this is what I'm saying. We got some issues in our judicial system in America, the priority of some people and what they do, okay? Even when we talked about the YSL case and the judge, some of the things he was saying that was off wall. Also, in the Cardi B versus Tasha K case, where the judge literally said, "Oh, I like your music. We listen to you all the time." That type of stuff that's not supposed to happen. So in this actual article, New Jersey judge under investigation for lip singing Rihanna, Nas, and Busta Rhymes lyrics on TikTok. This man has had a TikTok he had TikTok for like 2 years or something. Hold on one second. I don't know why I try to okay, let's get it. I'm about to switch the article. Give me 1 second. Everybody want to be a superstar. Look at you. You're supposed to be a damn judge at this point, okay? So, New Jersey judge under investigation for sexual TikTok video of him lip singing to Rihanna and Busta Rhymes, okay? The judge in New Jersey will face a hearing after the secret TikTok account was discovered in which he allegedly lip synced to rap songs, sometimes while in his judge robe. The post on TikTok page, all under the pseudonym Sal Tutorial, allegedly shows Superior Court Judge Gary Wilcox mouthing along to pop music, and some of which includes reference to violence, sex. The judge appeared to have taken one video from his bed, according to the New York Times. He was getting it in. He must have made some money too. Approximately 40 videos have been recorded and made public on a TikTok account, which published dates from 2021 to 2023. I done said this thing that made people lost their damn mind. I don't care. I said it. Y'all acting different. Acting like more kids. Irrational. Doing stupid shit. Something happened. That's the only thing I think that I saw everybody take. Now they acting stupid, allegedly. Okay? Watch the people around you. See how they change. Maybe I'm just making this up. I done told you everybody around me changed. I don't know what the fuck happened. I said, oh my God. So the judge review committee deemed 11 of the 40 to be inappropriate for the judge. 7 of the videos appear to have been recorded in the judge's court chambers. These videos include lip singing to songs that reportedly contain profanity, graphic sexual references to females and males' body parts, and or racist terms the committee found. Okay. One of the videos, which has reportedly since been removed from TikTok, shows the judge wearing a Beavis and Butthead t-shirt walking through the courthouse to the song Get Down. Okay. Right. Okay, the complaint noted that the song include lyrics describing a criminal case and a shooting inside a courtroom. Oh, that was the Nas song, Get Down. Oh, I know he's talking about shooting inside a courtroom. I don't know about that. As well as imagery of D-Rugs, gang violence, and murder. In another video shot inside his courtroom chambers, the judge appeared to mouth the phrase, "All my life I've been waiting for somebody to whoop my." Later in the same video, he lip sync, "I mean business. You think you can run up on me and wipe my monkey? Oh Lord, come on. Yo, he is acting up. He must have got some suppressed stuff coming out. He said, I'm about to express myself through TikTok. While many TikTok videos shows users singing along and dancing to music, there are also numerous soundbite threads that gains validity on the platform. One of the videos listed in the complaint showed that the judge lip synced to Jump by Rihanna. If you want it, okay, it says, if you want it, let's do it. Ride it, my pony. My saddle's waiting. That's Rihanna. Come on, jump on it. Isn't that Genuine? Rihanna took Genuine lyrics. Hold up. That's Genuine. It's like, yeah, on it. Let's do it, right? Oh, Rihanna remixed it, allegedly. This he said, Jump by Rihanna. If you want it, let's do it. Ride it, my pony. My saddle is waiting. Come and jump on it. If you want it, let's do it. The judge lip sync. He trying to get a girlfriend. Okay. But I think that sounds like that other song. Huh? Am I tripping? Okay. You know, that was my time. That was Genuine. Genuine old ass falling off the stage and stuff. Come on, Genuine. He fall off the stage, go right back to it. Like, boom. Oops. Genuine acting like an old man over there. He said, I still got it. Anyway, moving on. The court complaint accused Mr. Wilcox of showing poor judgment by posting the TikTok videos, and further said the post demonstrates disrespect for the jury and is establishing to conform to the high standards of conduct expected of judge. Baby, when I made a complaint to the judges ethical board about bad judgment, y'all ain't research it. It was more than him doing TikTok. The judge was acting like a fool in court. Y'all ain't judging. Oh, he was fine. Help me in contempt for no reason, for asking questions. No, I asked questions. Okay. Yeah. Force me into tell me I had to make a plea today or I'm going to jail. That's what the judge told me. I know I'm flashing into my shit. I got a flashback. But I just said, oh, you want to be talking about standards now? You want to be talking about standards? I'm not trying to hear that. Baby, that's our judicial system. Judicial system exposed. I know I'm going to tell y'all. Anyway, we have another part of our government system that is exposed. This young lady who tried to allegedly expose CPS. I know y'all don't like the way I said allegedly, but I'm gonna say it. And I think she's unalive. Honestly, let's watch this.
The parents across this country need to be warned of the dangers of the Child Protective Services nationwide.
Tonight, GBI crime scene investigators are at her Northeast Georgia home.
The Department of Child Protective Services has become a protected empire.
They're searching for clues that might tell them
it's built on taking children and separating families.
What led to the sudden and violent deaths of Miss Schaefer and her husband?
The family is going to have to be destroyed in order for the one world government to completely develop.
Preliminarily, it looks to be a murder-suicide.
Children are being taken away from their parents in a ruthless kind of behavior. How do you change Child Protective Services? It may be only by closing it completely and starting over at the beginning with pro-family values.
Former State Senator Nancy Schaefer.
What we gonna do? Y'all already know I got something coming up where we gonna focus on Miss Nancy Schaefer and some of her beliefs and some of the things that she was exposing in her untimely passing away with her and her husband. If y'all didn't know that had happened a while ago, this wasn't new. This not new. A while ago. And this highlights allegedly government corruption. Well, what I will say is that what I have noticed about our CPS system, what she's saying is not a lie. There has been situations where I've heard where they took kids from parents who did not deserve to have their kids taken away, put the kid in a worse situation, and then something happened to the kid. And then I have heard a lot of situations where some kid was supposed to have been taken out. They was calling CPS over and over. They came 20 times, 30 times, and then the kid ended up dying of starvation in the house. These things just don't make any sense to me. You see what I'm saying? So what she's saying about separating the family unit does resonate a little bit bells because of sightseeing. Sometimes you got to judge it by what it's actually doing, not what they say they do. Because sometimes we got a mission statement and we always sometimes we don't get to the mission. Okay. Or the mission statement, as far as like with Black Lives Matter, tell you exactly what was the mission and what they was doing with some, you know what I'm saying. So just pay attention to the action, guys. We're going to get into this a little bit more. And we also talk about cases of kids being taken away from parents who goes the holistic way. And that's what we talk about on Nurses to Nurses News Network. Okay. So I'm going to remove this off the screen. And I will say, I think that I'm getting more views or something. I got to, because I've been feeling nervous. Like, I'm not nervous because y'all see I'm not nervous. But when I'm nervous, I sweat. And I'm like, why you sweating? You over here cracking jokes, living your life. Now your underarms looking like it got puddles. What the hell? I'm going to have to get me some other deodorant when I go live, because this is the second time. But that's good. You know what that means? That means that I got you guys' attention. You woke. Sometimes you feel enlightened. Sometimes you offended, but it doesn't matter. You're here for it because you're getting a new vibe and a different perspective on things. And also, I'll be getting stuff that, baby, people don't even have or people not paying attention to. I got another one. Government exposed. Okay. Actually, this is not the government, but, you know, people who got, how can I say, invest in governments. This is actually regarding to, you know what? Let me correct that. This is actually in regards to like cyber security. Let me get to that story, okay? This is very important because we have a lot of you guys who travel, and this is how AI is getting so good, okay? Please, let's watch this. And I'm going to say the reason why, I don't know, because where it takes place, I feel like it's kind of like, I ain't going to say government related, but you know, our airports got a lot of power and things like that. I can't see this happening without nobody noticing this. How the hell this happened? Let's play this real quick. Okay. Let me know if I'm off. This is just a little weird to me.
The FBI don't use those free charging stations in airports, hotels, or shopping centers. Criminals have figured out ways to use public USB ports to infect devices with malware and monitoring software. The agency is advising the public to bring their own cables and charging bricks. A new warning from the FBI.
Okay, so how is this happening? You see what I'm saying? If these are at different locations, you're talking about airports, shopping centers, and things like that. Where is this equipment coming from? How is it being accessed? That's first and foremost. They're not telling us that. And this is why I say I think it's, in a way, I would say government related, because one, y'all drawing all this AI, just letting AI come in and do everything, and you don't have your security together. That's first and foremost. Everybody information is out there. You put my name in, everything, birth, where I'm at, what's my color, how smart, how stupid I am. I probably got a whole damn what is it? They say, I was about to say Wix. What's that place? What's that page? That page where people go to get the information, whatever. One of you, we got a white page on us, all y'all, okay? All our information is all out here. Then you want to try to be putting us on, we're going to talk about it, a one world currency, okay? Because we're going to get into it right now because this is government related. Florida government. Now, I don't like the stuff he's doing, but this makes sense. I'm not moving to Florida. I ain't messing with none of the racial stuff y'all got going on. I know me. I say I got to go. God tell me don't deal with them type of people. But the governor out there, he's warning about this type of stuff. See, that's how they catch us. You got government officials who be like, all right, they say one thing that make you like them. Like, yeah, he's saying this, and I believe it. And then he do something different on a whole nother subject that's totally out of pocket. You're like, oh heck no. So like Government DeSantis, I love the fact that he actually let people be free throughout the, and he was really like, Florida, Georgia, Texas, stand up. I like those policies. Freedom is freedom. But then you come back and you got all these people move to your state, and then it's all this crazy stuff happening on a whole nother political level. So this is how I tell you how they get us all caught up. That's why I'm not Democrat, Republican. I'm God. I'm part of God. I don't play with neither one of them because you can't trust man. Okay. And I don't think you could trust AI either. Let's listen to what DeSantis has to say about the AI technology and actually putting us on this one world currency. Nobody's talking about that. How you feel? How you feel about that, people? One thing before I play this, what I would say, I was like, damn, people who are on drugs and all types of stuff, if they just do away with all the money, all y'all drug transaction, every bad thing is going to be trapped. And that's how the social credit system makes sense. Well, how they going to know what the hell we do? If we don't know what we do. Yeah, because everything you can't spend, you can't buy, allegedly, if we don't stand up. So let's go. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
And if they did federal currency, if they did FedCoin, then they'd be able to limit like purchases of like a big gold,
I
right?
mentioned at the press conference, the central bank digital currency, we're banning it in Florida. Now, the corporate press is having an absolute spasm over this because, it doesn't exist yet, all this other stuff, which is true. They haven't done it, but Biden's studying it. And what they want to do is they want to have that be kind of they want to get rid of crypto, all that stuff. This will be a digital dollar. Then they want to go to a cashless society. Once they're in a cashless society, then they have oversight and could change or prevent you from spending your money the way you want. And it'd be like a social credit system. The media is like, oh, there's no plan to do that. They wouldn't be allowed to do that. I'm like, when has that ever stopped them? If you think that they could say, because of climate change, you can only fill up your car once or twice a week, and then the payments wouldn't go through, they absolutely would do that. And I think they found with COVID, they got away with a lot during COVID.
Yes.
And I think they could get away more. If Congress ever authorized it, that would trump our state law. But I don't think Congress would authorize it.
Yeah, you know why the Trump their state law? Because Congress deal with the money allocation. And if Congress put it in and they don't want to deal with it, they're going to be out of sync. There's going to be a problem with their money coming in and all types of stuff. Okay. But as he say, that's DeSantis. Don't say that he got a 10 hat too. He got a 10 hat too. He got a 10 hat sometimes when he ain't putting in racist policies, but I'm going to just say that. I'm going to say it. Okay. But I do agree with him 100% on that note. So it's not only about you bad people buying bad things. It's about you buying food, about they want to put in policies that you may not be comfortable with, that you will have to abide with. Okay. If you don't, your money may be frozen. A big example, when PayPal was freezing people accounts when they were donating to the truckers, as I say, that's a big example. Okay. It hasn't happened yet where people they PayPal's regular just for what they do get frozen because they're not government. But imagine. Okay. So I just wanted to government news, government being exposed by their own government. DeSantis trying to be president, but baby, we're going to be up Schitt's Creek without a paddle with him too. They all crazy. I'm just trying to, personally, y'all going to see me shooting from another country. I love America. I love the freedom, but this shit is crazy. I think it's going down a shithole. Yeah, I'm just saying. I think it's going down. It's going down. It's going down this train. Like it's a tunnel. We in a tunnel. It's dark. They keep throwing stuff. COVID. Russia. Money. All that shit. All of it. Plus a whole dark history. I'm telling y'all the truth. I don't care what color you are. You better plan to have land somewhere else too. I ain't saying get up and leave right now. But I said you may want to have land in another place that you want to just visit. You never know. That's what the spirit telling me. So I'm going to just tell y'all, baby, every dog got his day. So let's move forward. Now we're just gonna share one thing about the trans today, because you know I'm gonna lead them along, because we did all month about this trans thing, about the detransitioning, trying to get to know their mindset, what the hell going on. And at the end of the day, we did come to a little bit of conclusion that their mental illness is not being addressed. At least we know that the mental illness sector of the LGBTQ is not being addressed by the healthcare professionals. They're literally and making them job with a dildo. Sorry, y'all heard that story. I didn't tell. They told it. Okay, just traumatizing them with all of these surgeries, and as they say, they still don't feel accepted. They still don't feel happy, because the surgeries is not going to change your heart. It's not going to change the mind that's put on you from the things that happened through childhood, the traumas. Even being a straight woman, I have things that's on me that I got to work out. You know what I'm saying? That'll probably make me lash out. And I don't mean that I'm going to change my sexual body. Like I said, okay, y'all know I'm single. Okay, I'm just going to get a little distracted. I'm just single because I was kind of traumatized by men. I got 2 kids' fathers. They both was running the streets in New York. I was that good girl with the bad guy, being stupid, being traumatized. And guess what? I went through hell. And that's not only with them. And I had a whole family history of hell. Shit. Okay? But today, do you see me? You see my face? Don't I look happy? Don't I look okay? I'm not perfect, but guess what I did? I found out who I was. I forgave people. I figured out what was the problem. I tried to fix it. I meditate. I pray. I find what connects me to God. And I think that's what's wrong with our LGBTQ. Mental illness. So now the shooting that took place, comes to find out it was a trans woman that killed 5 men, injured 2 children in the Philadelphia mass shooting. Look, what? And then you're transitioning our people into looking like monsters. No judgment. Not the prettiest thing in the world. Scary. And you're going around with a guard you down with probably taking some of them medications, because that's another thing. If y'all listen to Pastor Darby, I really had to think about that. Even as a healthcare provider, I didn't realize that. But if you statistically look at the mass shootings and the things that goes on with these people doing just crazy stuff, it's some type of connection to mental health issues. Okay? All right? I mean, am I tripping? Allegedly. Go ahead and do the statistics yourself. Okay? So what we have here is this trans person who literally killed people. So Philadelphia police arrest 40-year-old Kim Brandy Caracray after the suspect used a rifle to shoot 7 people while wearing a bulletproof vest. 5 of those people died and 2 children survived. Let's see how they report this story. Hold on, guys. Okay. My phone about to go dead. So let's see how they report this story. Okay. I just wanted to share. You're probably hear about it because I'll be getting that stuff that people don't pay attention to. So now we're going to get into our last topic. Okay. And this topic is set forth to highlight the truth behind the Black community. I know y'all look at us like, oh, we do the rump in the butt. We like to shake our butt. We like to dance. We like to sing. We always yelling at people. We always arguing. We talk with our hands. Actually, we are very, skilled people who have integrity. And there's a lot of that not being showed on social media. So what's being showed on social media, and we have the mainstream following people of other ethnicities, you're literally following death. You're not following Black culture. So we're going to start to talk about this because I think people have defined negativity, killing, gangs, and all that as Black culture. And that's not, because gangs was here even before we started doing it. Even before, allegedly, the Black Panthers. Who we had that was a gang? Huh? What about the mafia in Jersey? The Jersey Mafia. What about Scarface? Huh? Did those things stay on the whole damn community? I'm like, yeah, that's who they are. They all mafias. You know, sometimes I'll be, you know, sometimes that prejudice do come to my head because when I talk about Krispy Kreme, the governor, old governor of Jersey, he was from the mafia. I know he was allegedly. The way he act. Now let's go. This young lady, I'm gonna have to give her kudos and respect. Okay, because she had to bring this to the community, highlight to let y'all know this is not us. Get your life. And this is for you, Kiki. Show them who you really are. Your beautiful self. Okay, you are an intelligent young lady that man fell in love with that had a baby. No, he's not your husband yet, but when you're working towards being a wife, you have to act like a wife. Now, I don't totally act like a wife because I'm a rebel. Okay. I talk back sometimes. But y'all, I'm not saying I don't talk back. I talk back. Okay. Well, what I'm just saying is, Kiki, pay attention to this. Okay. For you.
Some of the most popular female rap music right now.
I spend that 500 before I ever trap you. These hoes don't do enough, that's why I always do the most. Broke niggas give the dick, rich niggas sponsor goals. Only thing a nigga get from me for free is free to bros.
Now, stop some of the music just in case, because you know how she'll be mad. So I'm gonna wait till the young lady talk.
Around my pussy pink, my booty hole brown.
Wow.
Where the niggas come looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga, cause suck a bitch toe.
Oh my God.
Pound town, just left pound town. Let my nigga, he just took a bitch down.
Wait, I didn't even notice.
So promoting abortion, degrading and over-sexualizing Black women, toting guns, promoting gun violence, promoting drugs, smoking and drinking, and acting ignorant and foolish. If this isn't anti-Black, then nothing else is. Not only is this anti-Black, this in particular is an attack on Black women. And when you know that a nation can rise no higher than its women, then this is not only an attack on Black women, it's an attack on Black men and subsequently all Black people. Now, Minister Farrakhan has been teaching since as early as 1985 when he did a lecture on the Color Purple movie, which everyone should go and watch, is that the way that the government, the media, and record labels, which are all controlled by the same people,
allegedly
deal with Black people is with an understanding that our rise will bring about their fall. So everything that they put in our faces is to prevent our rise and keep us in a low condition so that we can never unite and end our oppression and bring about their fall. Now, everything I just showed you is to keep us in a low, and I mean low, condition. And going after the Black woman in particular was always an extremely integral part of keeping us oppressed, which should make sense to us, right? Because if you teach a man, you teach an individual. But if you teach a woman, you teach a nation. Minister Farrakhan teaches that Black women, we are not the women of men, but we are the women of God. Now, what I just showed you does not reflect that. And oftentimes, Black women in this society do not reflect that in our choices, in our lifestyle, in our decisions of who we mate with. And a lot of Black women are saying nowadays that it shouldn't be Black women's responsibility to uplift our men and our people. But if we don't uplift our men and our people, then we're going to keep dealing with no good men and people in a low condition. As the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, Black women, you are the one that passes on the culture of the people, the refinement of a nation. It is all in your hands. So if you are the mother of civilization, if you are right and righteous, then everything you touch will be made as you are. Goes on to say,
let's just stop. Kiki, are you listening? She is going in and saying a mouthful, so I'm just going to have to stop real quick, because I wanted to address a few things that she was saying, but she is telling the truth. This is the essence of a Black woman. I'm an essence of a Black woman. And remember, Black woman, you are supposed to be the essence of God, of not what the society reflects who you are, okay? That present voice in you that tells you, don't do that, or handle this, handle that, or go walk in on your kids and you catch stuff. That's the presence of God. That's what we're supposed to have. And that's how we're supposed to represent ourselves in society, as well as not only be the man's backbone, but the cerebral spinal fluid that flows through that brain to help him enlighten himself to realize that he has more potential than what he is for some apparent reason, but it's okay. God made us like that, just encourage the men and do those type of things. We are not those type of women that have our booty hole out. And I talk to y'all about booty holes, okay? Booty holes is satanic. to satanic. I'm going to have to do that little cut from Pastor Darby where he broke it down for you guys when you show the butt. He learned that in Africa. That's why when they do this and they doing the voodoo and the booty, that means something. They are bringing spirits in, baby. Okay, let me just let y'all know. Y'all remember that I'm Grace Levi, and that what I do, I slay demons. So I'm gonna be telling you about a little bit of this spiritual fight. Okay, and it comes out in your booty. Okay, it comes out in your booty, girls. So let her finish, because this girl is sophisticated in this. I love her. The reason why I talk like this on Uncensored Enlightenment Talk, because y'all really don't want to hear how I really talk. I'll be really censored. That's why I'm just trying to make it through the algorithm.
Say that if Black people are going to be elevated, the woman has to be lifted up and reformed and give herself up to being reformed. As long as our women are in this low condition, they will always produce men in a low condition. So I just want to
So let's say that, okay? And this is why I'm gonna let y'all know, because what Black women are and Black women are not. We are not enablers. Me as a single mother of a young Black man, what I just told you, and I asked him how would he feel if his girlfriend of 2 years did something like Kiki. He's like, oh, we be talking. We'll be talking. We'll be going back and forth, because that's not the representation at the end of the day. Once you're in a relationship, hands down, you and that person are supposed to be meeting in the middle to have mutual love and respect. That doesn't mean that that's your husband. That don't mean you got to do wife stuff, but you got to respect the relationship. And where does that start? That actually do start with us. Now, I'm not saying that our men don't need to get it the fuck together, baby, because I already told you I'm tired of the emotional shit. Tired of it. Acting feminine. But what I will say, as females, we have to get it together. We have to hire our own standards. And that's not just the standard of men that we pick. Now, you just heard I said I have 2 kids' father that's literally would run in the streets in Newark and still is. Probably both of them cracked out. You know why? Because I was never taught as a young girl what to look for in a man. What society around there showed me. I had drug dealers. I had gangsters all in Newark. Yep, I was getting A's and everything. It was cool to be the good girl with the bad boy. One of the guys that I dealt with just before I became a nurse literally got indicted and imported back to Africa. Okay? You know why I was in that type of shit? Because I wasn't taught. It took trial and error for me to even get to this point today to know, you know what? Those type of men are not the type of men that I need to be. So I need to define what type of man do I want to be with, and who, what way I want to be treated. But that starts with me. That starts with how I define myself. That starts with how I come out the house. That from the rip. Because when I come, guys be like, I'm not about to say nothing. Or he'll be like, blessing queen. I'll be like, what's up? Because that's the aura that comes out when I ain't about to tell nobody off. I rebuke that demon. I'm just playing. Like I said, it's all about your presentation. So what Black people are and what we are not that. And that's why people that, pay attention to these rappers and say that, oh, what they're doing is basically representing our community and corrupting our kids. It's subliminal messaging. We already know that. It's not even just in the rap. It's music, movies, shows, all types of stuff that put these things into our kids' head. Subliminal messaging even comes from the school system. Okay? Even the school system. And y'all up in air about the school system, not only showing subliminal messages, but literally teaching the kid about the LGBTQ and having them daggone people out there butt ball naked. So this is a highlight of how subliminal messaging and what's played on TV and social media starts to conform the kids. You have so many of those transgender kids said, literally, I got sucked into it because of social media, because I felt validity. I felt like that's the way it was because people around me was not paying attention to me. I didn't build a loving relationship with my parents. Nobody understood me. Where does that start? I know I'm going off on a tangent, y'all, but I'm real fired up about my Black people. I'm fired up about y'all. Okay, so oh my God, I want to show this, but I don't know. I may not, because Vlad TV is literally, allegedly pretending to be from my tribe. Did I say that? Yeah, I'm not gonna play his stuff because the last time I played something, it gave me a copyright on Facebook. I said, "Yeah, shit wasn't even on YouTube. You found me on Facebook. Ooh, you must got a great tracking system." Yeah, but he actually has Charlemagne the guy on his thing, and I'm not gonna play. Let's just put the thing up there. And where is that? Charlemagne. Okay, we're not gonna play it, but we're just gonna show. So y'all could go look for it yourself. And actually, we have it in our shorts. So I'm surprised he ain't copyrighted or whatever. Anyway, Charlemagne goes on to say in a 9-year-old video surface of Charlemagne saying, allegedly, these people right here run Hollywood and the music industry and everything. And basically, when you listen to what he was saying, he was so nervous at the end. He was like, no, you ain't about to trap me. I know what you do. I know what you do, Vlad. And you're not about to get me indicted. So he had to take a whole glass and shut the hell up. And he was sweating and everything. He was like, I ain't about to do that. But he admit that the social platforms are controlled by a certain type of person that is putting a certain type of perspective out. That perspective that we just showed you, that is not us. I'm one of the strictest mamas. My daughter is 18 and my son is 20. As long as they living under my damn roof, you ain't walking in this house past. 1:30 is too much. They curfew 12:30. By 12:30, you better be busting your ass here because I'm not about to play. You're not running the streets. We're going to make sure that you understand what life about. You're going to clean up there yourself. You're going to have a job. You're going to do your business because they running business. Yeah, that's what Black people really about. Stop trying to portray us that's us. That's not us. Got me rolling my eyes, okay? I'm going to tell you. Okay, the next thing what Black is not. We do be in a struggle, though. But we ain't struggle bunnies, okay? We just know how to live poor because systematically, I don't care what y'all have got to say. I got the proof. I'm going to be showing systematically we've been held down. It just happens. If your name is Tom and you own that building and we come for a job, you based it on likability. I just saw Amazon top executive says that. He said that he said the best way to get a job is what he say, likability and connectivity. You don't connect to us. We don't have like things in common. Why are you choosing to hire people based on like in common? Why are you not choosing people based on skills? That's when we know it's not equally yoked. Because 9 out of 10, you ain't got nothing in common with Grace Levi or Nurse Lashley or whatever you want to call me on the day. Okay? You ain't nothing. You didn't come nowhere from where I'm from. Only thing, like I said, I could connect with you on a few things we talk about, but not on everything. And if you're judging me for a job and a position based on that, baby, it's not equally yoked. Now let's get to it. We're not struggle bunnies, but I just wanted to give you a heads up why shit is the way it is. And I'm saying
Black women birth so many personalities.
Let's go. Hold on, boo.
I know it's the motherfucking hood.
I would like to send a message to all the bad babies, woe Vickies.
Listen to the girl.
It's African American. All I know is the motherfucking hood.
I would like to send a message to all the bad babies, woe Vickies, and Maybays of the world. What you guys seem to have misconstrued is that you believe that we're upset because you choose to live your life cosplaying Black women and being a caricature of a negative stereotype of a Black woman. If y'all want to continue to live a lie, y'all do that. We get to go to sleep Black and wake up Black. So why would that upset us? The problem is y'all make the mistake of thinking that your proximity to Blackness gives you an entitlement to us as a people. And you also often compare being Black to the hood, ghetto, and or a struggle. The hood is a place. Black people are people. We are not the ghetto. We are not a struggle. Black people are doctors, lawyers, your vice president. I honestly wish my community would just start blocking them and not giving them attention. If they want to be a stereotypical Black baby mama, congratulations. Black women birth so many personalities. We got the world saying period, purr, press, slay. We know who the blueprint is.
So let's start right there. And I just have to highlight that to the other cultures and the other nations. Just like I said, it's things that's portrayed to you on TV. And you like, yeah, that's Black. It's not Black. It's actually signs of poverty and dysfunction. So if we have that being portrayed of us Black people, this is what they think. And it's so sad because there's not a lot of us that's like that. We're very intelligent people. But I think we have a lot of anger and a lot of hurt in us. And we also have cognitive dissonance as we also love our oppressor. You really do. You really do, Judah. Shut up. All of y'all. Be offended. Hold on. I'm about to get off of Instagram real quick, guys. All right, gotta go Instagram. My battery about to go dead. All right, hold on, y'all, because it's just about to go dead. I just pray that next time. Hold on. Trending topics. Let me just put that so they won't in my video. All right, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. All right, so that's what Black women are not, and that's not a definition of Black culture. Just to let y'all know, they are misconstrued in who we are. Because when you get to know us, you really like us. Even the ones on Big Chew, because I'm gonna upload the Big Chew. I got beef on Big Chew already. I got a Black man that's harassing me on Big Chew. He called me a mammy. He called Ice Cube a piece of all this stuff. And I said, baby, you hate yourself. Don't talk to me. So we got that going on in our society too. Yeah, I'm calling you out, baby. I'm going to let them know about you because you shouldn't even buy me. I'm not the bear to be poked. Okay? I'm not the one. That's why people scared to make comments because I'm going to eat your ass alive, sir. Love yourself before you talk to me. That's to my Big True friend, okay? You know who I'm talking about. I uploaded a video for you today. YouTube, I did not upload that documentary on YouTube. It was actually from my old channel called the Black Discovery Channel, which was actually taken down about a year ago. About 3 years before 2019, before the pandemic hit, I was making or putting together documentaries talking about our history, the Black state of America, girls missing Black America, all types of stuff. So I have that archive. I also have an archive of about 10 videos that highlights the actual slave trade from Moses all the way to right now, to where we at, okay, to where we're at as a nation. Now, remember, the slave trade actually started in Egypt. And it was the Arab slave trade. But before the Arab slave trade, there was a Spanish Inquisition. Y'all don't know about that. That all happened before the Western slave trade. So I got that information. I'm going to be highlighting that for you guys, okay? I kind of got off topic, but I just wanted to highlight what's going on for Big Chew and Rumble and YouTube, where you can find the actual uncensored topic. So y'all see I put that in the feed. Just watch it. I'm gonna take y'all down a hole that we got to dig ourselves out of. We got to dig ourselves out of it, Black people. Now this is my girl. And when I was young, I got in trouble for her. I did a book report on Sister Soldier. You know, they try to give me a B-, talking about she too controversial and separate, and I should be looking at other people who are more universal. Do you know that shit? I said, girl, you better give me my damn A. Found everything wrong on my paper they can find because I talked about this Sister Soldier. But I love you, girl, because I used to call I named my first dog Sister Soldier because I loved her so much.
Home. It's absolute apartheid today in Chicago.
The issue is more than just money. It's also an issue of control and curriculum. And what type of African adults are you trying to produce within that school system? I was in the Intelligent and Gifted Children's program. I went to Cornell University Preparatory. I was on welfare, Head Start, free lunch, free breakfast, forced busing for integration. Every single government program ever created, I have been
here you are on the cover of Newsweek magazine. It must have worked.
That's not the point, because I talked about white people. That was why I was on the cover. They were not celebrating my academic victories.
Your point is made.
Right. So my point becomes, Phil, that how you design those programs. In all of the programs that I attended, all of the education that I had, college, public, and otherwise, nobody ever told me that I was an African woman. Nobody ever told me what the history of African people were. Nobody ever told me that America is business, and without business, you will have nothing and be nothing. And nobody ever told me how to organize business so that I would be able to develop institutions in my own community. So now the sincerity of all of the programs and all of the education has to be questioned indicted, and convicted, because the bottom line is that America is not and has never tried to produce African adults who are functional, self-sufficient, who understand their politics, their economics, and their relationship to the world politics and the world economics.
All right. Let me stop right there this year. Break it down about how the system allegedly coddles us into believing that we're actually making it somewhere and doing something, but it's actually monitoring and coddling. Especially, she talked about it. Oh, I've been on every welfare system, this, that, and third. Baby, I could agree. Because when my two kids followed, when they had nothing to do with my kids, they ain't never do nothing for them, didn't pay child support, nothing. I was grinding. Okay, I had to get myself on some what I got on welfare, got me some TRA, got me some food stamps. I was in college. I had 2 kids. I needed to get some help. Okay, went through the system. And let me tell you this. Let me tell you how the system is. This is how the is. Okay, I was happy for what they did, and I'm gonna tell you this story, and they may hear it again because I told it before. I had an issue. My landlord increased my rent. Now, mind you, they wasn't paying rent for me. They was just giving me a little bit of food stamps. I appreciate it. And some Medicaid. I appreciate it. And I think helped me with daycare, like aftercare. I appreciate it. But I was in nursing school. Before I got in nursing school, I was in just regular college. And I was paying out of pocket, doing here, whatever. Bam. Cool. First and foremost, they wouldn't give me any cash assistance because I wasn't in the program they wanted me to be in. The program that they had available for someone like me was allegedly a business management program where they're teaching us the basics of how the office works. Okay, because I took a business little management program that they had when I was pregnant with my son because I was bored, a little 6-week thing. All I learned how to do is Word, Excel, PowerPoint, the same basic shit that I should have learned in high school. I'm grateful for it. But that was the type of programs that they wanted us to be in. Literally, they made me take a test to I don't know, because I had my high school diploma. I don't know what the hell they was trying to test. The test was 3-4 hours, and I bust that test ass. The lady said, "Yo, you did well," and nobody usually do well because I'm a college student. So you're making me do this shit I'm not supposed to do. You're wasting my damn time. You won't give me any cash. Okay, I'm handling my business. So my landlord increased the rent about $50. I'm like, oh, damn, I can't afford it. What I'm going to do? So I said, cool. I'm going to go to welfare and say, hey, could you help me put a deposit down on an apartment and I could just pay the rent? I could pay the extra $50. I mean, I could pay for what I could afford because I was going to find another apartment within what I could afford. I put the application in, denied. I said, damn, why I can't get no help? You know, because at this point, they wasn't paying my rent. They only paid my rent before. Once I had my kids and things started going on, the system was changing. I had TRA for like a year and a half. Okay. That's called temporary rental assistance. It was emergency because I had got issues with my mama and everything. That's a whole nother story. That's what I told you. I got drama, but I ain't here trying to kill myself. Act crazy. So cool. Hey, this what goes on. So I said, oh, you denied. I always fought. I'm like, no, I appeal. I never knew what the hell appeal was, what they wanted me to do. They're like, well, you're going to have to stand in front of the judge. And then I was like, fuck, I'm going to stand in front of the judge, the welfare judge. Baby, I got all my stuff together, showed them I was a student, how much money I bring in. All I need is to help me pay my rental, like the deposit. That's it. And then when I get my money back, I don't know if you want me to pay you back because I had a deposit with that landlord, but the thing wasn't working because I was living check to check, a single mother with 2 kids. So I didn't have that buffer money. Okay. Does that make sense? So you know what? Went to see the judge, did the appeal, showed him I was in school, showed him I can make the money, so I can make the payment. He said, ma'am, he said, I appreciate you bringing all of this stuff. You are one of the most prepared people I have seen that represent yourself. But what I will say is that according to the rules, I can't grant it. I said, what? Why? Well, basically, if you're not already in the eviction process, being kicked out, meaning he said not in the eviction process, but already like 2 months behind or living in a shelter, I can't help you. I said, so I literally got to fuck up my credit. I got to mess up my rental credit thing. Because, you know, once you stop, you behind and they file papers, it's in the courts. It's public information. I'm a goody. I'm good on papers. I'm a rebel in person, but I'm good on papers. So I was like, no. I said, so I literally got to put myself in a hole for you to help me. I told you I'm a struggling mother. I'm in nursing school. I wasn't in nursing school. Yeah, I was pre-nursing school. I was still in college. 2 kids, working hard. I had to be in a shelter or 2 months behind on rent. And that's what she's talking about, where you have to question the validity of these programs, just as we just showed you with CPS. The outcome of these kids leaving homes, not even just Black homes, and being successful, how high is it? This is something that they really need to monitor. So I'm showing you this, guys, so we can start reevaluating what the Black community is and what the Black community not. We have to represent ourselves properly, okay? Especially me on Big Chew, because y'all done call me Ain't Your Mama, oh, the Mama Betty, and I was called a Igger B. You know what that means? A nigga B. I said, dude, these country ass people really I had to laugh because I love when y'all show hatred. But I'm gonna show you now who we really are. Because at the end of the day, when Judgment Day come, what he said, what did this person say? Who was it? Who said that? When it comes down to the righteousness of what's going on and God, because y'all already know it's a spiritual war. Go ahead and act like it's not. We are the original bloodline. And as I told y'all may not like it, but I'm going to prove to you who the Hebrews are. But that does not mean that we are the only branch to the tree. Okay? You Gentiles have been incorporated into the branch of the tree, but you don't run it. And once you realize the essence of who you actually worship, a lot of you guys are going to literally burn because of the hate you have in for us. But the reason why I'm showing you this, my white people and my Black people, because we're both confused of what Black people are and what Black people aren't. There's even Black people who hate Black people, i.e. the guy on Big Chew who found my page, got all these followers, but want to come talk on my shit and then start calling me names. Baby, you hate your own mama. Okay? So let me see if she got some more to say, because what she's saying is not a lie. Y'all know I'm going to always keep it real and tell y'all my stories. Yep, I was welfare Betty. As soon as I got my nursing license, baby. Before I even got my nursing license, when I graduated, I went right back to the welfare office, to that 26-year-old mean-ass caseworker looking at me like I'm ain't shit the whole time. I said, bam, my fucking degree. She was like, what is that? That's my associate's degree in nursing. And I'm going to get off welfare today. She was like, excuse me? Find the fucking procedure to get me off of welfare today. I didn't say that. But I did. I was probably the first person in history that quit welfare. And I wrote a nice motherfucking letter. Y'all know I like writing letters. I said, I appreciate all the shit that you did, but I'm going to tell you about the disgustingness of your social workers in this program. And then that was what I did. Welfare Betty.
America's never going to. America's never going to understand that as some abstraction. Communities understand that. You must give communities the power and the control, and finally address the whole point. You can't just pour money into a school. You've got to build up in the community the economic base to sustain the school. You can't deal with these problems in isolation and say, I'll have a good school in a neighborhood with no economic base and no jobs and no businesses. You want decent schools, you've got to develop the communities in which those schools exist.
And not just the communities. What he's missing to say is the community's mindset. Not just what the community brings in. As he say, money is not going to change anything. If Black people were, you're going to hate me. Shut up, Judah. You're going to curse me out. If Black people get the reparations they get today, where the hell you going to spend it? Mind your business. You don't know where I spend my money. That's none of your business. That's all that I'm in the background, right, motherfucker? Now, I don't care. But what I'm saying is I'm strategic. Once you get all this money, you basically going to be like a damn stimulus check like the pandemic. You big dumbass. Sorry. I just had to say that. Don't hit me. But all I want to say is if you have a mindset, a business mindset, as she said, economy, what it takes to run an economy, what is resources, what is actually assets versus liability. Stop looking at hip hop, rumps in a bump, and this as our culture, as what you want to do. I'm not going to say only Black people, but in America, all over the world, baby. I ain't never see it. I said, damn. Every nation is a bunch of kids. They have y'all like immature children. Why? Because if I'm not talking like this, talking like I'm funny, being entertaining, y'all motherfuckers ain't watching it. If it ain't about sports, if it ain't about fun, drinking or something, that y'all not into it. It's just go to work for the man or whatever, and then come back and then party and have fun and be in your kid mind. Literally, the behavior that you see, even with the stars, very childish, very immature. But you look at them like they're gods. When the only thing you should be looking at as God is God. And that's another thing I'm just going to say. Black people, you have no connection with God. And that's why we're in this situation. Deuteronomy. Take your love for fashion and clothes and just pump the damn brakes, because we ain't going to make it. We're not going to make it, Black people. A lot of them not going to make it either. Okay? They don't even know. Their asses ain't making it either. But when you read the book, it's only going to be a selected, so you better get prepared. We having these lives like this, so I'll get your ass prepared. Don't tell them Grace Levi didn't motherfucking tell you that it's about to go down in 2 to 3 years, financially, socially, mentally, and spiritually, because y'all already know that people under demonic attacks. Go ahead, all your stars practice witchcraft, all of the celebrities, all types of people, your mama, your sister, going to the Oshuns, going to the Papa Legbuds, going to the Santa Marias. Yeah, y'all know what I'm, go ahead, to the St. John's, to the St. Mary's. They all demonic. They're all demons that y'all ass is worshiping, allegedly. Part of the legions. It's in the Bible. It's a legion squad of demons, thousands of them. And they keep coming and they keep putting shit in your head, making you act the way you is. One day you find you want to, oh, I know I'm not living right. Y'all know I'm not lying. I'm not living right. And all of a sudden you're back doing the same thing. I understand, because I'm the same way. I'm not perfect. That's why I'm talking. But I'm in a form of correction. I'm trying to correct myself. And while I'm on the process of trying to correct myself, y'all going to be correcting yourself too if y'all part of the Enlightenment Talk family. Baby, uncensored. Okay, I'm getting so passionate. I think I need to move on. So now we're going to move on. This is how we get treated, guys. Remember what it is. Now, other nations don't give a damn. They laugh at this shit. They're like, good for you. Look at this shit. Look at this. Oklahoma judge dismissed Tulsa race massacre reparation case filed by the last known survivor. May God be the glory that we have somebody who is proof that this actually exists, because if she wasn't alive, they probably would have just wiped off the whole Tulsa, Oklahoma riots and all that. It wouldn't even exist. Let DeSanta tell history. We was indentured servitudes. We came here to help. The fuck? You see this? Okay, the Tulsa race massacre was one of the worst massacres. One of them, because there was hundreds. Okay, because there were so many revolts. There were hundreds. Judge, throw it out. That's why we have to understand law. So we have to understand how they write it and what are the back doors, because they always create these laws. Allegedly, they got back doors. And then even if we can't get to the back door, all I say is write it down, put it in a system, and let them be fucking judged. That's all I'm going to say. You put your claim up, Black people. Go ahead. I'm not telling you to stop. And it may not go through. They're going to throw it out just like this, because the hate is in the heart of the person, not the system. The hate is coming through the people. The system is just destruction. That's on God's planet. Remember, this is His planet. So yeah, back to my ma'am. Okay. So according to CNN and court records on Friday, the Oklahoma judge dismissed the lawsuit filed by 3 of the last survivors of the Tulsa race massacre. A sad miscarriage of justice. How can we expect to move forward and heal from the injustice of the past without receiving proper acknowledgement and accountability? Thank you. When you don't make people accountable, you turn them into fucking monsters. Girls, ladies, men. I'm just going to give a different example. You in a relationship with somebody who cheat or somebody who beats you. You let them do it once, they're going to do it again. They're going to do it again. It's going to get worse. So, no, this is just one case. This is just one case. Yeah, even when Biden's in the office, we're losing everything. And people even said that. I think Mr. Anderson said that, Claude Anderson. He said we're probably going to lose more than what we know. And didn't you lose? Affirmative action. But then they threw another bill to kind of codify the others by saying, well, we still thinking about student loan forgiveness. So the others like, fuck that. Like, okay, affirmative action. So we got more spaces and we about to get student loan forgiveness. Got you. Gotcha, black people. Again. Now you can vote, you can do whatever you need to do, whatever sets your soul right. But all I'm going to say is that what helps a community is being a community and the mindset. And if your mindset is based, or how can I say, based on, depending on anybody, any man, not even just a white man that, took you, enslaved you, then just threw you out. Not even just those people. We're not worried about that. I'm just any man, you're going to find that you're going to be put back in correction with God because they're going to leave. They're going to treat you like shit. I'm talking about men, not men, but mankind. We have a serious default in the spirit right now. And we have demons going in and out of people, Okay, today, crazy tomorrow. So if you put your hope in man in a system, you're going to forever fucking lose. Excuse my language. Because the prime example, the only way that I see actually Caucasian people, white people, that's not within the government, get what they supposed to get, they fight. They stay together. They build a movement together. And they stick to it. And they ain't listening to no propaganda what nobody else saying. That's why I honor my great ancestor Esau. Okay, Esau don't mean the devil. Esau is a spirit, though. That's our uncle, black people. It's called Esau and Jacob. Legend. One was light, one was dark. But we're gonna keep it moving. I honestly think white people, you are part of the tree, but you wasn't the blessed tribe, and that made you hate not you, but your ancestors. That's in the Bible. So with that goes to say, y'all got your own judgment, and we do too. But y'all are not part of the 1%. Like there's a club and you not part of it either. Okay? Y'all catch a cold, we catch a flu. But God just be blessing us. Because when y'all caught a cold with the pandemic thing, y'all see they ain't say, oh, the black community is dead, da. We ain't cry out for help, nothing. They kept reporting on us until they stopped. Y'all didn't peep that? We didn't get done as dirty as many other nations. I'm just keeping it real. Okay, we was protected. Black people, how much more God gonna protect the ignorant, rebellious people? Rebellious, because you didn't do it. You wasn't living right. You didn't probably eat right, and you probably never got the daggone thing. Like, I ain't get it. I survived it, talking shit like it was you. So what I'm saying is that, I know I'm going off the topic. What I'm saying that is going to be justice to be served for all nations. But when I talk like this, black people, I want you to focus in and get good with your God and your soul, because everything out here ain't what it's cracked up to be. Okay. Yeah, I'll be going in today. Now, let's get into this last thing. YouTube. You want to talk about YouTube? Don't be mad at me. Y'all still keep me suppressed anyway. I don't care. I get 1-2 viewers. I think I got a view on YouTube right now. I want to say shout out to you, baby. Just put the like button if you like it. Just one is better. When they say two minds meet, that means that we going to be blessed. Shout out to my one YouTube person right now. But let me tell you, remember I made a video talking about I felt discriminated on, that I feel like they were censoring me, that there were other people who were healthcare providers like me that were able to make videos and all of that. Okay? It's been years of suppression. Y'all see it. You see it. Okay, allegedly, there's still a lawsuit going on that they not talking about. They have a discrimination lawsuit that's still going on right now. This is as of May 4th, 2023. Now, I want to see the outcome because they asked for the judge to throw it out. But I know before they had one that they actually, they couldn't prove it based on their arguments. And I think they bought another lawsuit, Black YouTubers. So we're going to let y'all know about this. I may just put it on Rumble only because YouTube is not going to be happy with that. But oh well, oh hell. I'm going to tell the truth. If it's out there, I'm telling. Shit. I tell on the bad people. Everybody else, I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember. Don't let me not start telling my MO. When somebody asks me something, I say I don't remember. He'll be like, that's what you said you was going to say. I'm like, no, I really don't remember. Okay, moving forward. YouTube urged judge to dump race discrimination case by Black content creator. The federal judge acknowledged the racial discrimination in YouTube algorithm as plausible. Told you I wasn't crazy. But the reason why other content creators get through that's Black, because of what y'all talk about, it's the vibrations of it. They want you to keep on watching celebrity gossip only and talking about everybody else and never talking about all the important stuff that the other white YouTubers could talk about. We can't talk about war. We talk about that. Ban. Community guidelines. Can't talk about our ethnicity. Can't talk about my heritage as a Hebrew. Ban. And this is things that was already on YouTube. I said, damn, I just recreated it into another documentary that made sense. And all of the videos are already on YouTube. And I will fight. I will say, no, this is it. And I'll show them the video. No, it's against our community guidelines. Why? I don't think it's only because I'm Black. I just think it's because of my spirit. They know I'm a demon slayer. They're like, this is about to teach these motherfuckers how to fight. If she teach them how to pray and fight and figure out who they really are, this is going to be a motherfucking problem because all we have to do is really just pray and believe, baby. I have seen it happen. You don't need no damn voodoo. Okay? You don't need it. The same voodoo you trying to make happen with the deity, if you just leave them damn deities alone and focus on Jesus Christ, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and you are one. I bet you never heard of that. You like, what? That's the Trinity. It's supposed to be you that finish off the Trinity and manifest God through you. The Father is God. The Son is Jesus. The Holy Spirit is what he sent down for us, and you are one. So you can manifest God through you. But let me just shut up. Let me just shut up. Can I get an amen? Be offended. Be offended to the people who acting like you my nation. Allegedly. No, I'm not saying allegedly. All right. Lawyers from Google urge a federal judge on Thursday to dismiss a lawsuit by several Black video producers who says YouTube algorithms are rife with racial biases. I would love to be part of this. The content... Did I just say that? I'm sorry. I didn't say that. Okay, the content producers filed a federal class action in June 2020 accusing YouTube and its parent Google of using racial profiling and algorithms and artificial intelligence to filter and censor their video content so it reaches fewer viewers, similar to the improper censorship of LGBT content creators, the tech giant said was fixed years ago following 2019 federal lawsuit. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, wait, they all up in our face. They all, since 2019 has been a reason. Now it makes sense. I said, how the fuck they did all of this stuff wrong? It's because they were suppressing their algorithm, allegedly. And they had a federal lawsuit that I didn't know about. We learn something every day. See, Black people? I guess you learned something from the LGBT. But the plaintiff in this present lawsuit claims YouTube never fixed this targeting of minority content creators and restricts access to their content because it competes with sponsors' context and click per minute. Now, I'm going to give you a heads up, too. I got a little issue with Google. With YouTube. I got a page that's monetized. I talked to y'all about that. And they're giving me a little hard time. Now, mind you, I have my business set up for 5 years now. I have bank accounts, I have credit, I have everything. And the same information I set to establish those, I sent to Assurion. Y'all know what that is? That payment, Google Pay, for me to get paid 2-3 times. ID, they sent me the letter to my house to make sure my address was good. And guess what happened? They said, oh, we can't verify your business and who you are. So now I have to either get a lawyer, but before I do that, I'm actually going to mail my credentials to the address that they have because, baby, you can't call them. So they want to take 30% of my money which I don't have a lot because they're not allowing me to be pushed through the algorithm. But every views that I get on my business page is from me hustling. I show it here, I show it there. Me paying Google ads and me creating curriculums with my black mind for people to invest in tax liens and tax deed. They say they're gonna take 30% out of my shit. Okay. I in my head, I said, bitch, we about to fight. You thought you're about to take 30% of what I'm teaching these people. You got me fucked up because I got a real business and my business been established and I got good credit and everything. You got me. You maybe think you see something right here, but baby, when we on papers, we gonna fight. Anyway, that was a message to Google. I'm coming after that ass. You're gonna pay me because at the end of the day, if you want to be a mother ship and harboring all of this is God's planet and God's people gonna make it through and you're gonna have to pay me. You're gonna have to pay me for everything you took, every censored video you did. You're gonna pay me. Blood of Jesus. I'm sorry, I just had to send that message out. I'm on a roll today. So instead of fixing the digital racism that prevails, the filtering, restriction, and blocking of users' content and accessing on YouTube, defendants have denied and doubled down and continue their racist and identity-based practice because they are profitable. The plaintiffs said in their original lawsuit, which has been amended numerous times, they need to figure out why they're doing it. They're like, fuck it, we got to amend this. Now, this don't sound right. This don't sound right. Wait. Does this fit with the Constitution? Oh, fuck this. It got to look good on paper. I know what we doing. Shut up. We got to keep. Listen, we just got to keep doing what we do. Because if they should get out, if these black people should get out and they wake up, the Bible going to be prophesied. Y'all, allegedly, this the meeting. This the board meeting. They Google. No, motherfuckers. No. We're going to keep on amending this. We're going to drag this out and we're going to make them broke as hell. And we still not going to show their shit. That's what they had said allegedly. So on Thursday, the plaintiff attorney, Peter Obsker, in what he told U.S. District Judge Vince was probably his last case before he soon retired, pitching his argument for going to trial. Allegedly that Google isn't a racist bastard. So he said, allegedly they're not. Obster said YouTube have a problem, but wonder if it had been fixed. I do believe that there is something else going on here. Okay. The risk of digital redlining is going to get worse, not better. Now it's called digital redlining. That's why I gotta keep making these videos to play my damn commercial. Baby, it's called digital redlining. I'm gonna pull up this case. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that something else is going on here. The risk of digital redlining is going to get worse, not better, he said, pointing to Elon Musk's recent banning of numerous journalists from the Twitter platform. They start with us, white people, Esau, whatever you want to call yourself. They start with us. Then they come for you. Okay? When you ain't part of the club, and you ain't part of the 1%, you be just like us. You remember eugenics? Yeah, that was y'all. That wasn't us. They were treating y'all bad. I remember. I was like, this is the devil. This is the devil. It ain't y'all. It ain't y'all. But y'all, they put some things in y'all head to make y'all confused. Okay. So, like he said, do I believe it's something else going on? Yeah, the risk of digital redlining is very, very real. It may get worse. At the beginning of the hearing, it says Calabria told both parties that there seemed to be three issues. Did Google make a constructual promise through its content guidelines? Have the plaintiffs shown their context was erroneously restricted or demonetized? And I have proof for that, baby. And have they shown that they were treated differently than white counterpart? I have proof for that, baby. I even submitted my nursing license, my degree, and let them know that I'm a healthcare professional. Restriction. Your medical misinformation. Even I told them I was in the COVID as a COVID nurse. I was firsthand. I saved people's life. I didn't lose a body. Restriction, medical misinformation. And then we got some of my favorite people who actually make commentary on COVID. I actually watched them, Dr. Bean and them. I had to throw them under the bus. I said, fuck it. I'm about to fuck it. Well, you got the two white men and the Indian man. What about me? They didn't respond to that. They didn't respond. They do. I said they reading articles and they citing stuff from off of adverse Varys, just like me. The adverse, event. I ain't gonna say it all. I did that one time just like them. They restricted the video, said medical misinformation. The lawyer for this case, if you happen to see this, hit me up. Okay. I'm Nurse Lashley. That's my real name. Baby, I got the proof. Okay. Okay. Now let's just go on because we're gonna end on this note because YouTube gonna be like, girl, they're gonna throw this up to me. I know they are. I don't care. I'm a rebel. So the judge asked if Oscar. Oh, hold on. Okay, let's go back. What did they say? For similar videos produced by others and treated differently by YouTube, I got proof of that. The purpose of the chart, Caliber noted, was to illustrate that the number of plaintiffs' videos were restricted and similar videos posted by white people not restricted. Thank you. The judge asked if Oscar had paid for the chart. He had and criticized it. It is incompetent. I don't know what that means. It's because he paid for it. Okay. If I got this chart and I did a applause Apple, let's do it again. If I got this chart and I did an apple to apple comparison, I would say I am not paying for this. This is a joke. You can see it's not apples to apples comparison. The chart is already a very small sample size. So there are already questions about how small the sample size is. Oster replied, the chart is a summary of the evidence. Don't you think it depends upon the reason? This is him talking back to the judge. It is all I got. This is what he said. A phrase he would use several more times before the hearing was over. He was like, this is what I got. This is what I got to show you. I have proof through summary reports. Now, I don't know where he got it from. But anyway, if they do a discovery and they get into trial, the discovery is going to pull the Google algorithm if they ask for it. And that's going to show specifically where we stand as Black people in this allegedly redlining, AI redlining, if y'all ever knew it exists. Now you know today. So beyond that, that's okay. Hold on. Okay, Google attorney Brian agreed there have been problems in the past with the algorithm used by YouTube to short videos, but noted that the videos the plaintiff used to compare with their own were still outside an apples to apples comparison. No. William pointed out that some of the videos the plaintiff identified in the comparison were videos produced by TED Talk and Comedy Central. And we ain't big like them. That's why he said you can't compare apples to apples, baby. You a little content creator. That's what they were saying. You ain't Comedy Central. That's not apples to apples. He's like, that's a slice compared to an apple. Because I was like, what are they trying to say? So beyond that, there is a different problem, Willen said. The premise that these are white videos is not alleged, okay? And Willen noted some feel YouTube has restricted too much of their content, and others don't think YouTube is restrictive enough. They're not restrictive enough for things that deal with the LGBTQ and some other stuff, but when it deal with us, it had to do with that daggone experiment. They said, baby, we about to restrict you all. Okay. The white people who was fighting for us that I love, that was fighting for our freedom, my co-workers, I love them. Rest in peace to Dr. Buttar, allegedly, who was allegedly poisoned. This was one of the first doctors who came out talking about. Okay. I love him. Okay. Yeah, he was Caucasian. He wasn't Black. And they treated him like shit. So I'm just going to let y'all know. It's about color to a certain level, but it ain't. It's about power and control, allegedly. Okay. So let's just end this article. To say that there are racial charges is a serious thing, he said. You have to come forward with truly plausible showing that race was part of the decision made with the process. I would want to see some real statistical occurrence. The chart undermines the claims more than it supports it, allegedly. We're gonna go into Payson and Pay for this to see where they at with this actual trial and read some of the evidence that they have. But what I will say is that once they do an actual fact finder for the case and they actually subpoena some of the records from Google and YouTube, I think that's where the information is going to come out. Do y'all remember that it was a black millionaire that was suing Comcast because of something similar or some type of racist deals, and he ended up winning a lawsuit because what happened when they did the discovery, everything that Comcast showed was a great bias, allegedly. But no, it's not alleged because I think his name is Mr. Bryan or something like that. He actually won the case. So I just wanted to kind of end off on that note, talking smack about my favorite, I love you. I love your platform. I do. I greatly appreciate YouTube platform, but I don't appreciate biasness. I don't appreciate discrimination. I don't appreciate feeling hate. I don't appreciate feeling like I can't even talk about who I am as a person, as far as my ethnicity, as my bloodline. I don't appreciate the fact that me as a healthcare provider for 11 years literally had to start platforms on other platforms. Thank you, God, for actually doing that to me, YouTube, because I don't die, I multiply. I'm all over now. But actually, I couldn't be on the world's biggest platform, which is about 80% of the feeds of the world is Google and YouTube. Biggest platforms, I'm not able to share healthcare information to my Black people. I'm not. When I have the facts. But I'm just going to say this. I appreciate you guys for being with Nurse Lashley today. I did have to highlight these things. Celebrity news, government exposed. You don't forget the Coco in the White House. Talking about he was not there. He was not there. They were out in Mar-a-Lago. No, that's Trump. That's Trump there. They said that he wasn't in the White House. I said, hold up. Cocoa powder actually don't evaporate. So unless you put it in your system, 24 hours it evaporate. But anybody could have been there for days. Allegedly. Gotta go.
Answer. Because you are that, you are capable. You are gifted and you are so unique. All of the things that you may hate about yourself are your strengths. It's okay to be soft. It's okay to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just love you. The world awaits to receive you.
Would you like to learn a brand new and innovative way to invest your extra money that has a low barrier to entry and low competition? What if I told you that it is a guaranteed method to get up to 18 to 20% return on your investment? Tax lien and deed purchasing is the only way to get into the real estate market through the back door. No credit and no loans needed. This method isn't commonly taught, and therefore the competition is very low, for now. Put together a 14-hour info-packed course which will teach you everything you'll need to know to get started. Learn at your own pace, step-by-step guided video and aids to start you on the TLC deed investment process. The course offers many learning tools for new investors, helping ensure you safely invest in tax liens and deeds. Contact us today and join the buyback